Hey everyone, Tony D and Little Joan with some good news. Yes, we are going to do nothing but good news stories to cheer you up during this lockdown and hopefully raise your spirits a little bit. Right, Little Joan? Right, Little Joan? And then Little Joan's going for a walk afterwards, and that's going to raise her spirits. Yeah, your little ears perked up when I said walk. All right, first up. Pakistan's honey production increased by 70% thanks to billion tree project. So they are doing some nice green things in Pakistan, apparently. The production of honey in Pakistan has increased by 70% thanks to the plantation of hundreds of thousands of trees under Prime Minister Imran Khan's billion tree project. So the honey production initiative in Changamanga. Wow, that's a great town name. Changamanga was started in 2016 when beehives were auctioned for, and I guess this is Pakistani money, RS period 729,000. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much that is. Now their value has risen over to 1.3 million because I guess they're doing well. So that's good to hear because the honeybee was supposedly endangered for a while. So maybe all it took was planting some trees. Good job, Pakistan. Nice to see a country that's not necessarily the biggest in the world doing their share for the environment. So it's good you guys did this, and I hope that continues. A lot of this is going to be about the beaver virus, by the way. A British Columbia doctor's fairly simple invention aims to curb the spread of the beaver virus in hospitals. And this is a negative pressure vestibule that's being used in two different hospitals. And it basically sucks out all the virus like a giant vacuum machine. And it reduces the risk to staff and patients of the disease spreading further. So good for him, and good for you on those eyebrows, man. Those are awesome eyebrows. I wish I had eyebrows. Those are like Viking eyebrows on this dude. Good job. Good job. Next up, U of L researchers developed promising tech that could block the beer virus infection totally. This is the University of Louisville, Kentucky, and they have used what's called synthetic DNA. I didn't even know there was synthetic DNA, also referred to as an amp tamer, targets and binds with nucleoin, a type of human protein. An early test indicate that the synthetic DNA may stop viruses, including the beer virus, from hijacking and replicating itself inside the human body. Isn't that nice, John? You okay? You all right? There you go. All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. Don't get all excited. We're gonna go in a minute. Just let's finish the news. She's so excited to go out. CNN even has some good news. The Florida Aquarium just made a breakthrough that will help save the third largest coral reef in the world, and they have actually started to grow coral reefs in captivity. Successfully reproduced ridged cactus coral under human care. This is incredibly difficult, and because they are still trying to figure out what the hell coral reef really is in a lot of ways. So the fact that they made this breakthrough, this is a big news because a lot of the coral reef are disappearing. We need to save them. We need to save them, right, John? We need to save the coral reef. Little doggy's never seen a coral reef. That's too deep in the water for doggy. So good for you, Florida Aquarium, and good for CNN actually covering a news story. What else? Keeping restaurants and schools open during the beer virus is working for Sweden, which is big news. Big news. So these guys took the approach that they were going to keep everything open, but people did social distancing. And did they do masks? Not sure if they did masks or not. Yeah, follow social distancing guidelines. So Sweden has reported 1,540 deaths tied to the virus, an increase of 29 from Saturday. That's considerably more than the rest of Scandinavia, but much less than Italy, Spain, and the UK. So who knows? Who knows? They're going with more of a herd immunity kind of thing. Um, so maybe this is good news for us because things are going to start to reopen again. So it may not be as bad as you think. It rarely is. This is about a woman. She hired a plane and spent thousands looking for a stolen dog. He finally appeared hundreds of miles away. Isn't that nice? Emile Talermo exhausted all options to reunite with her beloved blue-eyed miniature Australian Shepherd, Jackson. She even hired a plane to fly over San Francisco with a banner to the website she set up to find him. After being months apart, they were reunited. She got word he turned up in a shelter hundreds of miles away in Los Angeles. Wow. In December, Talermo, 31, left Jackson tied to a bench as she went inside a grocery store in San Francisco's Bernal Heights neighborhood. See, that was dumb. Shouldn't do that. I would never leave doggy tied up outside while I went into a store. You're too tiny. You're too tiny. Somebody just put you in their pocket and walk away with you. You're too tiny and cute, Joan. I wouldn't leave you there. I'd just bring you into the store. Bring you into the store and let people yell at me. Who cares? Well, I'm glad she got the doggo back. I would totally hire a plane, Joan. I would hire, I don't know, plane might be too much because you're so tiny. Wouldn't be able to see you from all the way up in the plane. But I certainly would exhaust all options to find you, my little pup. I certainly would. So good for you, lady. And let that be a lesson to you. Just don't bring your dog shopping. A former The Voice contestant returned to work as a nurse in New Jersey. Felicia Temple returned from touring in London to work as an ICU nurse in New Jersey amid the pandemic. Good for you. Good for you, Felicia. Thank you. Thank you for helping out here in the Garden State. We appreciate it. What else? Oh, this I felt was a really good news story. Now, it may not sound this way, but the Price is Right host Drew Carey says he forgave the man who murdered his ex, Amy. And this came out during some sort of live stream while celebrities are at home. But, you can't let revenge consume you. It can just really do all sorts of damage. And, it's good. He sort of forgave this guy. He was mentally ill. He, of course, didn't want it to happen, but he's not going to spend his life, twisting himself up inside. And I think that's a positive thing. I think it's a positive thing that, he sort of moved on because you can't, it can ruin your life. Just grinding through it again and again. So good for you, Drew. I always like Drew Carey. I think he's a nice guy, and wishing good things for the man. And finally, this is your happy video here from Happy Gifts on Reddit. And this is a piglet and a calf having fun in the farm grass, and you could see them sort of frolicking and nuzzling each other. And it's just kind of cute. It's like a Disney movie. It's like a Disney movie, doggy. A little calf and a little piglet sort of just wrestling and having fun. It's so cute to see. It's so cute to see when animals jump around like that. And when they're not even the same species, they're just playing with each other. It just goes to show you, when you're young, it's just like, you'll play with anybody. And you just want to have fun, and you don't have a care in the world. These little guys don't have a care in the world. So that's nice. That's sweet. So I hope that brightened your day. This has been Good News with Tony and Joan. We scour the internet so you don't have to.